find your lack of faith disturbing.
What up, y'all? It is Devin with Up TV, and before I started this channel, I would have never guessed just how divided the truth movement was. I'm really hoping that my platform will bring some of us together again. There's a speech that has gone viral on the internet by Paul Harvey. Some of you may have heard it before. This speech was recorded in 1965 and is still very relevant to this very day. We already know one of the tricks of the devil is to divide and conquer the people. And that's exactly what's being done in so many different ways. I feel like that's what's also being done with the truth movement today as we speak. I was born in '86. I've been on this earth for 31 years, almost 32. And when I listen to the Paul Harvey speech, it literally resonates with my spirit, because between '86 and 2018, the world has changed dramatically. And in my opinion, not for the good. Take a look around and ask yourself, real talk, if things are really getting better, if this world will please God. Better yet, ask yourself if God would even be pleased with this so-called truth movement. Let me make one thing clear real quick. I'm not creating this video to diss anybody, to say that my religion is better than yours, or to say that everything in this world is bad. But I do gotta call it how I see it. I'm here to shake up your spirit with the real truth. Okay? So here it is. I'm not here to judge. So when I refer to the truth movement, I'm gonna refer to it as we, because the truth remains that I'm a part of this and I'm just as guilty as the next person. I am not without sin, and only he without sin shall cast the first stone. And as far as I know, the only person without sin who ever walked this earth is Jesus. So anyways, looking at today though, now because of the internet, we have become seekers of knowledge. And for some of us, knowledge has become our God. We spend so much of our time trying to discover the mysteries of the universe and exposing evil and corruption every day that knowledge has become our God, literally. We just got to know the truth about everything, about the Illuminati, the elite, Hollywood, soul selling, cloning, time travel, aliens, angels, demons, religion, spirituality. You know, I literally mean everything. We have to know everything. The mind is very curious, and I understand all we want to do is know our true purpose for existing on this third dimensional plane. And we forget to just live because knowledge has become our God. Here's a question. What if some of our biggest sins is something that we don't even realize is a sin? See, the Lord said, but you must not eat from the tree of knowledge of good and evil, for when you eat from it, you will certainly die. And today we are still metaphorically eating from the tree of knowledge. The Lord said we are good to eat from any other tree, just stay away from that tree of knowledge. Now, some people refer to the truth movement as a rabbit hole of information, which never made sense to me, because if you're down that rabbit hole and you know about MK Ultra and how Alice in Wonderland is used in programming, that rabbit hole is where people fall into to be programmed. And knowledge is a huge part of programming. That's one of the things that the elite promises you. Satan promises you when you sell your soul. He tells them, those who have sold their souls, he tells them, you will know all. You will know the secrets of this world. You will have the knowledge, but he only gives them false knowledge, just like he did with Adam and Eve. And sadly, he has infiltrated the truth movement with new age philosophy filled with half truths. Okay, this new age philosophy was only created to mislead God's children. And he did it with the documentary called Zeitgeist. This documentary really tore the truth movement apart, because the first thing it did was program y'all to believe that the story of Jesus is a metaphor for the sun and the stars, which is ridiculous. In 1965, Paul Harvey said, "If I were the devil, I would convince the young that the Bible is a myth." And that's exactly what happened. When Zeitgeist came out, that's exactly what happened. Okay? When the documentary came out when the documentary came out, every 2000s baby, every baby born in the 2000s that was seeking knowledge thought that they figured everything out. After watching this, people feel so sure of themselves that the Bible is a myth without doing any further research. This documentary is programming 101, filled with half-truths. The second and third part of the documentary was filled with truth about what is currently taking place in the world, but was totally intentionally false about the story of Jesus. That's how Satan gets you with his knowledge. Here's a little truth and a lie that will impact your spirit forever, but only if you're a big enough fool to believe that lie. See, I don't see the truth movement as a rabbit hole. I see it as a tree with many branches. And I'm starting to wonder if we should be eating from this tree anymore. See, God said every good tree bears good fruit, but a bad tree bears bad fruit. A good tree cannot bear bad fruit, nor can a bad tree bear good fruit. Every tree that does not bear good fruit is cut down and thrown into the fire. Therefore, by their fruits you will know them. Look, I'm just here to say we need to cut down this old tree and grow a new one with new fruit. Do you follow me, family? In other words, in the words of Master Yoda, we need to unlearn what some of us has learned, because all we do is eat from this tree of knowledge that we call the truth movement. When all you do is seek knowledge, you taint your spirit. Okay, egos come out. This is where things get bad. Egos come out, and the real spirit, the real you, it leaves. And I'm personally disgusted with some of the things I see that come from you so-called knowledgeable individuals. You judge your brothers and sisters for not knowing what you know, or for sharing your same viewpoints. Some of you even disrespect each other so much that you're no longer addressing each other by your names anymore. You're now all kind of B words and all kind of other derogatory terms. Y'all know what's going on. Y'all know what I mean. I don't have to spell this out. Y'all egos get so big because you think you know it all. You think you know everything, and truthfully, you don't know a damn thing. See, ain't nothing wrong with having knowledge. The Lord said, make every effort to supplement your faith with virtue, and virtue with knowledge, and knowledge with self-control. There's the key right there. Knowledge with self-control, and self-control with steadfastness, and steadfastness with godliness. Do you follow me, people? You can't be knowledgeable with no self-control. If we're ever going to be better than where we already are now, if we're ever going to take things to a different level, if we're going to truly fight this war, then we must start to exercise self-control, me included, because doing this ain't easy. Doing YouTube ain't easy. Running a truth channel ain't easy. Running a website ain't easy. Sometimes I see comments that test my spirit, and I'm telling y'all, man, the Lord knows. It takes a lot of me. It takes a lot in me to exercise self-control and ignore the ignorance or the judgments of others. The Lord tells me to keep going, son. So I do. But it ain't always that easy for me. And some of y'all who's been on this channel for some time know about me. You know me, okay? I'll dive off the deep end sometimes just to silence a hater. But that's not what the Lord wants. We battle each other so much that we can't agree to battle our common enemy. We play a game called Battle of Knowledge. That's what I call it. It's a game called the Battle of Knowledge. It's a race to see who can gather the most knowledge as quick as possible and then attempt to disprove your brother or sister's knowledge. With knowledge comes the ego. When you have a lot of knowledge, the ego gets out of control. Okay? And some of y'all need to check yourself before you wreck yourself. Do you know what knowledge with self-control is? It's wisdom. See, God will give you knowledge and transform it into wisdom. See, Ephesians 5 says, "See then that you walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise." See then that you walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise. Walk circumspectly, okay? Meaning, be vigilant of all circumstances that take place as you move through life, but not as fools. Why does it say not as fools? Because the fool is the one with all the knowledge, and the fool is the so-called know-it-all who thinks he already has everything figured out. And truth be told, like I said before, you don't know a damn thing. A wise man isn't quick to judge his circumstances. He thinks before he acts. He doesn't believe something just because it appears to be truth. Have you ever heard of an illusion? Okay. Some of us are still blinded by the illusions of the devil. Okay, he has literally tricked half of the truth movement into believing that they are God. And there is no Jesus. He has tricked a majority of people into believing that God is not good, that God is the devil and the devil is God. He has tricked a large number of people into believing that he himself, the devil, doesn't exist. He has tricked some people even into not fearing God. But the Bible says the beginning of wisdom is the fear of God. If you truly fear God, having knowledge won't bear bad fruit. You won't be quick to judge and be so egotistical fighting among your brother and sisters. Because we will be careful not to upset the Lord, not to say something he wouldn't want us to say, and not to act in a way he wouldn't want us to act. If we're to change the world and truly prepare for the return of Christ, we must first change ourselves. Because if we don't, then Judgment Day might be disappointing for a lot of us when Jesus says, "I never knew you." But Lord, I seeked out all this knowledge. I knew so much. I told people about it. I told people about you. I studied. But somewhere with all that studying, you lost your way because you're foolish enough to believe that the Son, the S-U-N, was the Son, the S-O-N, Jesus. You lost faith. You stopped believing, or you wrongfully judge your brothers and sisters when you shouldn't have. I never knew you. See, it doesn't please the Lord that you say, "Well, I told everybody your name don't have a J in it." You think he gonna care about that on Judgment Day? You really think that this is what Jesus cares about? I hear that all the time. I see it all the time. And that's only the ego trying to put your brother and sister on blast because you think you've learned something so significant. And I can almost 100% guarantee Jesus don't care about that. Jesus' name don't start with a J. There was no J's invented at the time. His real way to pronounce his name is Yeshua. Well, no shit, Sherlock. Thank you for investigating that information for us, Mr. Holmes. We appreciate it, but we already know. We don't need you to come and try to correct us, okay? We're not your enemy, okay? So this year, let's become wise children of the Lord, not knowledgeable fools. I'm gonna end this with a short speech from Paul Harvey. But before I go, I want to say I love you, family. Real talk, I love y'all. Let's work together to become wise individuals. Let's stop fighting each other and focus on fighting the real enemy. You won't find me actively on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. If you want to get a hold of me and join the new truth movement, go to uptvmedia.com. That's uptvmedia.com. This is the only network I will devote myself to. Also, please donate anything you can. I mean, anything, even if it's only $1, it helps big time. The site is about $60 a month. So if 60 people donated $1, we would have met our goal. Okay, so links is in the comment section of this video and on the website as well. This is Devin with Up TV. Don't forget, give your life to Jesus, people, and I'll holla at y'all later. Peace. Thank you for watching Up TV. If you like this video and would love to see more, check out these great videos here. And don't forget to subscribe to Up TV and Up TV 2 for even more great videos.